much room for him to grow. He's too physically gifted. I don't think it's going to happen in Atlanta. The question is whether Atlanta moves him this offseason, whether he's disgruntled, whether, they find a quarterback. There's a lot of things that need to change for Kyle Pitts, but I still believe the talent is there. It's just
Buy
the
low.
situation is not good.
Buy low if you're a rebuilder. Let's take a short break and we'll finish up by ranking the top 12 running backs in Dynasty. Hopefully the chat can tell me where I'm wrong. Okay, Chris, I know if the chat doesn't tell me where I'm wrong, you will. We'll take this 6 at a time. So I'll give you the top 6. And I don't know if maybe we'll just show all 12 at once. But Bijan Robinson is still number 1, although it's closer than it's been since he was drafted. Jahmyr Gibbs is my RB2. Breece Hall, RB3. Those 3 almost interchangeable for me. Travis Etienne at RB4. Jonathan Taylor at RB5. Ken Walker at RB6. So we've got Bijan, Gibbs, Hall, Etienne, Taylor, Walker. Where did I go wrong in those top 6?
I don't think he did. I think that ranking makes sense. Hall, it's hard to say with Breece Hall. Like there are things in his profile this season that, he's been extremely hit or miss. It's like 50-yard gain or 2-yard gain for Breece Hall. And how much of that is just he's not 100% healthy? How much is that one of the worst situations in the NFL for a running back to be in right now? It's hard to say. The talent is clearly there. The upside is clearly there. I think the upside is as high as anyone, but yeah. And then, as the commenter, Raphael says, Jonathan Taylor versus Travis Etienne, I think is an interesting discussion because Etienne, very much more so than I think these other guys, being propped up by touchdowns and volume in a way that we didn't necessarily expect. The efficiency's taken a big step backwards. I think that's partially a result of getting so much volume, and partially the Jaguars' offense just hasn't been very good. But the thing about Etienne is, as a rookie, he didn't look like a great pass catcher. They didn't really use him that way. There were very few anything more than dump-offs, but we're starting to see some more downfield looks, some more opportunities for him to split out wide and really look like a legitimate playmaker in the passing game in a way that definitely increases his ceiling. So Etienne versus Taylor, I think Taylor's a more talented player. So I might default to him, but it's very close.
I do think that Etienne's really benefiting from playing with a game manager like Trevor Lawrence, who just get the ball to his running back, especially in the red zone. We'll go 7 through 12. I'm going to give the chat just a minute or two because they haven't seen who number 7 is. So I just wonder who everybody else would put at 7. And again, the top 6 were Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, Jonathan Taylor, Ken Walker. Who should come after those top 6? I don't know. If you were a contender, it's definitely Christian McCaffrey. But my next 6 right now, Devon Achane, Christian McCaffrey, DeAndre Swift, Josh Jacobs, Javonte Williams, and Austin Eckler. This is so dependent on where you are in your league. I weight this season less and less as the year goes on. And so that would make up for some of the Achane over McCaffrey. But obviously it sounds ridiculous if you're trying to win this year. McCaffrey should have been in the top 5. Again, the next 6, Chris: Achane, McCaffrey, Swift, Jacobs, Javonte Williams, Austin Eckler. Where did I go wrong?
This is where things get really weird. And I think there's that clear top 6, and even Walker, I think, is probably a clear step or 2 behind Jonathan Taylor and Travis Etienne. So I think it's a clear top 5, and then after that, it's really strange. I can't look at anybody outside of your top 12 and say that they definitely need to be higher. Maybe you could make a case for Saquon Barkley, but there's so much uncertainty about his future, and it's a situation where if he goes back to New York in the offseason, I have no reason to think that there's going to be a ton of upside in that offense. So if Swift feels too high, I think I'd rather have Jacobs than Swift. There's less of a gap in their ages than I think most people think, because Josh Jacobs is one of those guys who came into the NFL really young. Swift was pretty young as well, but Jacobs has, I think, a clear situation edge. I think he has a clear workload edge, so I would take him over Swift. I think I would move Swift down.
Hello. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Lisa, nurse care manager with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Is this Michael?
Yes, it is.
Hi, how are you today?
Good.
Good. So I'm just reaching out because as part of your benefits with Blue Cross, you get assigned a nurse, which would be myself, to participate with the Blue Cross Coordinated Care Program. And basically, we reach out to different members with certain medical conditions. If you've recently been to the ER or hospital or had any changes in medications, and our goal as nurses is to help provide support and education to you.
Okay. This has anything to do with my PCP?
No. So this is separate through the insurance. We just, reach out to members through the insurance. They hire us as nurses just to make sure that people have a primary care doctor, that you understand whatever health conditions you're managing, and you're educated on that. You understand what medications you're taking and stuff like that.
Okay.
Are you currently managing any health conditions or working on anything health-wise?
I had a stroke about 8 months ago.
Okay, 8 months ago. So do you follow up with a neurologist, cardiologist?
Yep, cardiologist.
Okay. Did they say what kind of stroke you had?
He just told me it was a stroke.
Hello, I think I lost you. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now, sorry.
He just said it was a stroke. I was in the hospital for 10 days, and I've got numbness on my left side, and that's about it.
Okay, did you do any rehab or therapy after?
Yep. For about, I think it was about a month, they let me do therapy.
Okay. Do you still do those exercises at home?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Still does exercises at home. Perfect. Now is the weakness in your arm and your leg?
Yes.
Or in both?
Yep.
Okay, both arms, leg.
Yeah, I'm very functioning. I have no disabilities with my left side, but it's just,
Okay,
I feel numbness.
Okay, so you don't need like a walker or
No.
a wheelchair or any like assistive devices?
No.
Devices. Just feels numbness. Okay, perfect. So did they have you on, what new medications did they put you on after the stroke? Like a statin?
There was, I'd have to look.
Like a statin, blood thinner? Okay, you
Yeah,
don't have your med list handy.
There was blood thinners, but I'm off of that now, I think.
Okay.
I've taken, what is the name of it? It's a popular one. It's on it's for heart medication. It's a heart medication. It's on, you see, Xarelto.
Okay, you're on Xarelto?
Yeah.
Or you're off that?
No, I think I still have that.
Okay. Xarelto, okay, so that's a blood thinner.
Okay, was there? Okay. The other one I was on was Farxiga, but they stopped that one.
Stop. How long ago was it stopped?
3 weeks, I think.
Okay, 3 weeks. By your primary care?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
Did
no.
they replace it?
No, the cardiologist is the one that stopped it.
Okay. Did they replace it with something else, or they just said you didn't need it anymore?
They just said they didn't think I needed it anymore.
Okay, that's good.
They gave me, taking low-dose aspirin and the Xarelto and can't remember the other one. I was taking.
Is it a statin? Like a torvastatin, rosuvastatin, Lipitor, Crestor?
I don't think so. I'd have to
Okay.
look.
That's okay.
But
No worries.
My primary put me on. It's like a mood one. I was.
A mood stabilizer?
Yeah, I can't think of that. I can't think of the name.
That's okay. That's okay. I can get a med list from you later. Has that helped?
Yeah, it has actually.
Like Celexa, I'm trying to think. Celexa's one.
It seems like it sounded like ibuprofen or I can't think of it.
Well, is it Wellbutrin?
Yep, that's it. That's the one.
Wellbutrin?
Yep.
Okay. Wellbutrin for mood stabilizer. And it seems, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, my throat. Hold on a second. Had to take a drink of water. My throat's still raspy though. Has that seemed to help in your mood eating?
Yeah, I think so. I think my wife thinks
Okay,
so.
good. Oh, good. Well, that works then.
Yeah.
So you had the stroke 7 months ago. You still have numbness. Any other medical conditions like any asthma, COPD, diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure?
Nope. No, the doc said that my heartbeat is low, but he said sometimes it's just normal for people.
Okay, so you have a low heart rate.
Yeah.
How low is it? Like in the 40s, 50s?
High 40s.
Okay, high 40s. So you take a beta blocker?
I don't know. It could be.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's your heart rate's low because you take medication and it makes it low, or if it's just at your baseline.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much, I think, low all the time, even before.
Okay. So
But
even before that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in the mid to low 50s, I think.
Okay. Gotcha. So just low heart rate, the stroke. Have you changed your diet at all?
Yeah, now I have. That was one of the reasons they wanted me to go with the Wellbutrin. They thought it would help with my weight to get down. Since when I had the stroke, I was at like 187, and 3 months after I was at 235, I think.
3 months after 235. 3 months after your stroke?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you weren't moving around as much?
Exactly. I wasn't working,
Okay.
and I was, just eating all the time because I stopped smoking, so.
Got you. Well, congratulations. Good job stopping smoking. When did you stop smoking?
The day I had a stroke.
The day you had the stroke. Okay, so about 7 months ago?
Yeah. February 2nd.
Okay. Smoking. Yeah, the Wellbutrin usually helps with the cravings too.
Yeah.
That's a med we get for smoking cessation. Okay, so that's good. And then what are you doing now for, like, diet, exercise? How does that look?
Good. I'm down to about 10 or 215, I think.
Okay, good.
And